Compressed gas is used in a variety of industrial and laboratory situations. Compressed gases present a unique hazard. Depending on the particular gas, there is a potential for simultaneous exposure to both mechanical and chemical hazards. Gases can be flammable or combustible, may be explosive, corrosive, poisonous, toxic, inert, cryogenic, pyrophoric, that burns on contact with air, or a combination of hazards. If the gas is flammable, flash points lower than room temperature, compounded by high rates of diffusion, present a danger of fire or explosion. Additional hazards of reactivity and toxicity of the gas, as well as asphyxiation, can be caused by high concentrations of even harmless gases such as nitrogen. Since the gases are contained in heavy, highly pressurized metal containers, the large amount of potential energy resulting from compression of the gas makes the cylinder a potential rocket or fragmentation bomb. Dear friends and colleagues, you are on the platform of Safety First Life. This is part 2 about the safe use of compressed gases. In this training session, we'll discuss the common industrial gases. What are the main causes of accidents? What are the main hazards? Those are related to compressed gases or compressed gas cylinders, and how to work safely with compressed gases. So, without wasting time, let's get started. Let us discuss now the common industrial gases, the properties of gases in a single sentence with example. Number 1, oxidants. Oxidants support combustion, for example, air or oxygen. Number 2, inerts don't generally react with other materials. Asphyxiants leak displace air, for example, inert gases are nitrogen, argon, or helium. Number 3, flammables. When mixed with oxidant and ignition source, it will burn. The examples of flammables are acetylene, hydrogen, propane. Number 4, toxics. Toxic in small concentrations. For example, ammonia, chlorine, carbon dioxide. These all are the examples of toxics. Number 5, corrosives. React with materials causing reactions. For example, chlorine, sulfur dioxide. Number 6, pyrophorics. Ignite spontaneously in air. For example, xylene and phosphine. Let us discuss now the main causes of accidents. Number 1, inadequate training and supervision. Number 2, poor installation. Number 3, poor maintenance. Number 4, faulty equipment and or design. For example, badly fitting valves or regulators. Number 5, poor handling. Number 6, poor storage. And number 7, inadequately ventilated working conditions. These are the major causes of accidents with respect to compressed gases or compressed gas cylinders. After a quick and brief introduction, examples of common industrial gases and their specific properties, let us discuss now what are the main hazards. Number 1, impact from the blast of a gas cylinder explosion or rapid release of compressed gas. Number 2, impact from parts of gas cylinders that fail or any flying debris. Number 3, contact with the released gas, a fluid such as chlorine. Number 4, fire resulting from the escape of flammable gas or fluids such as LPG. And number 5, impact from falling cylinder. Today we are talking about how to work safely with gas cylinders. For the safe use of cylinders, first of all, you need to read the label to see what gas you are dealing with and double check that the cylinder or gas is right for the intended use. Number 2, no compressed gas cylinder should be accepted for use that doesn't legibly identify its content by name. Number 3, if the labeling on a cylinder becomes unclear or an attached tag is defaced to the point the contents cannot be identified, the cylinder should be marked contents unknown and returned directly to the manufacturer. Number 4, never rely on the color of the cylinder for identification. Color coding is not reliable because cylinder colors may vary with the supplier. Additionally, labels on caps have little value because caps are interchangeable. Number 5, if there is a mismatch between the color of the cylinder and the label, don't use. Contact the supplier immediately. Number 6, know the properties of the gas. Read Material Safety Data Sheet SDS available from your supervisor and provided by the supplier or the manufacturer. Number 7, the cylinder's contents should be identified at all times, as well as the cylinder status, either it is full, empty, or in service. Before using a compressed gas cylinder, you must understand and you must ensure all these safety instructions and it must be complied 100%. Otherwise, you are using a gas cylinder. But remember, misuse of it, it will react as a rocket, as a bomb. Let us make a sharp overview about the work practices. As a safety supervisor, as a safety practitioner, as a site supervisor, as a site engineer, or site in charge, everyone should follow and implement these points. If you are interested to keep your site safe and you are willing to avoid a potential compressed gas cylinder accident at your work site. Point number 1, securely restrain cylinders to prevent them falling over. Point number 2, close the cylinder valve and replace dust caps when cylinder is not in use. Point number 3, before connecting a gas cylinder to equipment or pipework, make sure regulator and pipework are suitable for the gas and pressure being used. Point number 4, never drop a gas cylinder. Point number 5, never tamper with cylinders or subject them to abnormal mechanical shocks which could damage the valve or safety device. Point number 6, never repaint, change markings or identification or interfere with threads. Point number 7, never disguise damage to a cylinder or valve. Label as faulty and contact the supplier. Point number 8, never attempt to repair a cylinder. Point number 9, never scrap a cylinder. Point number 10, never subject cylinders to abnormally high or low temperatures. Point number 11, never mix gases in a cylinder. Point number 12, never try to refill a cylinder unless properly trained to do so. Point number 13, never transport by rolling them on the ground or use them as rollers or supports. Point number 14, never pick them up by magnetic lifting. And point number 15, never subject to abnormal mechanical shocks which could damage the wall or safety device. Dear friends and colleagues, these 15 important points you must remember once you are dealing with compressed gas cylinders. Let us understand now how to make daily inspection for compressed gas cylinders. What you have to look for. Point number one, cylinders should be inspected daily and prior to each use for corrosion, leaks, cracks, etc. Point number two, inspection should include the cylinder, piping, safety relief devices, valves, protection caps, and stems. Point number three, leaking regulators, cylinder walls, or other equipment should be taken out of service immediately. Point number four, maintenance of cylinders and their valves or relief devices shall be performed only by trained and authorized personnel. Point number five, an emergency response plan shall be developed and implemented wherever compressed gas cylinders are used, handled, or stored. Point number six, never smoke around compressed gas cylinders. Point number seven, valve protection caps must remain in place at all times except when cylinders are secured and connected to dispensing equipment. Point number 8, only wrenches or tools provided by the cylinder supplier should be used to open or close a valve. At no time should pliers be used to open a cylinder valve. Point number 9, never apply PTFE tape. What is PTFE? Polytetrafluoroethylene. This is the name of the material. Tape, jointing compounds, or any other sealing material to the valve in an attempt to achieve a tight seal. If a gas tight seal cannot be achieved, metal to metal, replace the regulator or even change the cylinder. But in any case, never apply PTFE tape. Otherwise, it will cause explosion or fire. This is part 2 of compressed gas cylinder safety. In the part 3, we'll discuss about the safe use of cylinders. What is the function of regulators? What are flashback arresters? How it works? We'll also talk about hoses, piping, blowpipes, and torches. How to handle, transport, and store compressed gas cylinders safely, and what to do if there is an accidental situation. All these individual topics shall be discussed in the upcoming video, Compressed Gas Cylinder Safety, Part 3. And that's all for today. Training session, Compressed Gas Cylinder Safety, Part 2 is over. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and share the video. Hope to see you soon with Part 3 of Compressed Gas Cylinder Safety. Till then, take care. Good luck and Allah Hafiz.